Well, welcome to another episode of Mic'd Up with me, Michael Owen, where today I will be putting Howard Webb very much to the test. It's been another very controversial couple of weeks for referees and VAR, and I'm not going to let them get away with it. I really am not. It's unacceptable. Thanks for joining us, Howard.
Well, firstly, Michael, I'd just like to say what an absolute privilege it is to be on the show. I mean, myself and my colleagues at the PGMOL were all massive fans of you, and we personally handpicked you to do the show. And we were offered Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, but we knew that how gullible and easily you'd be convinced that these terrible decisions were actually really good decisions. We knew that you'd let us get away with absolute murder, so it's a privilege to be here.
Okay, well, firstly, Howard, I've got to talk about the sending off of Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton against Crystal Palace. I mean, he does 2 foot fresher. It's a dangerous tackle. He clearly does nearly kill the invisible man, but there's zero contact with the player. When did it become an offence to tackle fresher? A red card offence, Howard?
Look, Michael, I've got a perfectly reasonable explanation for what happened and why Dominic Calvert-Lewin was sent off in the Everton vs Crystal Palace game. Now, on first inspection, it looks like Dominic Calvert-Lewin has made a great tackle and hasn't hurt anybody. And the reason for that is that it was a great tackle and he didn't hurt anybody. It should have been a red card. But, you know, all the lads in VAR, we really don't like Chris Cavan. I don't think anyone does. He's just got a very annoying little face, little blurt, hasn't he? So what we thought is we'd play a trick on him and convince him that a perfectly reasonable tackle was actually attempted murder. So we sent him to the monitor, and what we did was we slowed the tackle right down and we played really dark, scary music in the background, and we superimposed an evil grin onto Calvert-Lewin's face, and this convinced Chris that it was actually attempted murder and it was a red card, and that's why he made this decision in the 74th minute.
Now, hang on a minute, Howard, I'm not going to accept that. I mean, come on. I mean, my job here is to question what you've just said, and I've got something to come back to you on here because that is completely unacceptable. The incident was in the 73rd minute, Howard, not the 74th. I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept it.
Right, Michael, yes, of course, you're spot on. You've really got me on the ropes here, haven't you? It was actually the 73rd minute. Wow, you put me under tremendous pressure here, Michael, but I still feel as though my reasons were valid and it was a perfectly reasonable explanation.
No, look, Howard, I mean, all in all, it's a perfectly reasonable explanation. You've explained it really well, and we really do have the best referees in the whole wide world, and possibly even Europe.
Well, yes, I knew that you would say that, you massive gullible dwarf, but, you know, sorry, Michael, but I really appreciate that.
Well, look, I've got to say, Howard, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've absolutely loved every minute of this. I really would. You've been so impressive. I really, at times, have just wanted to stand up and clap, but that will not be necessary as I'm already standing up. Really appreciate you, Howard. You're the best, you're the greatest. These referees and VAR, they're just amazing, aren't they? Thanks for those great explanations, Howard.
Honestly, Michael, the pleasure is all mine, and on behalf of myself and all the VAR and all the referees, we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. We hope that you get another 10 years presenting this show, because that means we get another 10 years in employment making horrifically bad decisions and getting away with them.